Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I'm gonna do a refresh on my project pan. You've probably forgotten I'm even doing a project pan. That's how long it's been since my last video. I think I updated this at least 3 months ago. So I have all my products sitting in here. Some of them I've used up, they're empty. Some of them I'm gonna swap out for new stuff. I'm gonna do this refresh and then use these up till the end of the year, and then in January I'm gonna start a whole new project pan. This has been a great way for me to cycle through some of my makeup. So this has been the first time I've ever done this, and you know, as you guys know, I have a pretty big makeup collection, and I have my makeup mostly in drawers, and I just feel like day to day, if it's not sitting out on my desktop, I just don't get to it, right? Like I'm in a rush for work most days, but if I've got it sitting here in this little container, it's just that reminder. Hey, you've got some products, they're in your project pan, let's reach for them. So I'll go through the things that I've used up first, and then I'll talk about the products that I have in here and the ones that I'm swapping out for some new things. Again, I'm gonna do this until the end of the year, and then in January, I'm gonna do it even better. So I'm gonna actually mark and weigh my products and, you know, all the things like a real project panner. So we'll do it better next time, but this was my first time doing it, and so you know, I'm just kind of winging it, as I am, you know, for all these videos that I do, really. So let's get into the products that I've used up, because that is the most exciting part. So I had this ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. Yeah, I used it up. It's a really nice setting mist. I'm not sure it does much more than make my skin feel hydrated and take down the powderiness. It's not my favorite setting spray that I've ever used, but it was really nice, and I think for the price point it is a really nice setting spray. So if I was on the ColourPop website and I needed a setting spray, I would grab it again. This isn't sold in store in Canada, I don't think anywhere that I've ever seen. I think for us ColourPop stuff is all just off the website. So again, if I was on their website and I needed a setting spray, I would absolutely grab that. So, but I was happy to use it up. So another product I used up was this mascara from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is it's a mini of the Lash Brag. I'll show you the wand on this. It's got quite a thick, full wand, which is the type I like. So the products that I could use, I did today on my face. This is the makeup I'm wearing, is all the products that were in here. Of course, I've used this up like quite a while ago actually, so I didn't use that today, but I did use this mascara, and it's at the end of its life, but it's a really nice mascara. Nothing wrong with it at all. It's the type of wand I like, it's the type of formula I like, in that it's a thick formula. It's not a watery formula at all. It gives length, it gives volume, it doesn't clump. Like I did struggle a little bit with it today, only because it's pretty much dried out. Like there's hardly any product left in here. So I just had to keep going in to build it up, but I think my lashes look really nice. I wouldn't spend the money on this mascara. I would just grab one from the drugstore. I feel like there's lots of comparable mascaras at the drugstore. This isn't gonna replace the L'Oreal Lash Paradise that I love. And I feel like there's Essence mascaras that I've tried that are just as good as this one at, a 1/10 of the price. So I wouldn't purchase this, but it was fine. I was happy to use it, and it worked really well. So those are the products that I've used up that I'm just going to recycle. Now let's just start. I think I'll just go in order of how I apply these on my face. So I do have this primer in here. This is from Touch in Soul, and it's the Glassy Skin Primer. It's just one of my favorites. I really like it. I don't know if that will quite show how much I've used, but I have used a good amount of it. It's a really nice hydrating primer. I feel like if you have dry skin, you would really love this. It adds a subtle dewiness to my skin. It feels nice on my dry skin, and any makeup product I've ever placed on top of this has sat beautifully. So it's a really nice primer. I really like it. I think this is at least my second one of these. So yeah, I am gonna swap it out. I do have another primer I want to put in to get some use out of, but I love this primer. It works great. For foundation in my project currently, I have this one from CoverGirl. It's the Clean Fresh Skin Milk, and I have it in 520 Fair. I actually have 2 of these in my collection. I had one, and then a girlfriend gave me one that she wasn't using, and I have had at least 1, maybe even 2 of these previously. So I've been using this since CoverGirl came out with this, and I absolutely love this foundation. It's a beautiful light coverage foundation that sits really nice on my dry skin. It's just a great everyday foundation. I really like it. I'm going to keep it in because, again, I have 2 of them, and so I would like to get some use out of this product, but I really enjoy using it. I have no complaints other than, and I know other people have talked about this with this product, because it has coconut in it, sometimes I do get some weird little, like almost like hardened coconut milk or coconut oil balls that I have to kind of flick off, which actually I didn't get today. But that's probably the first time I've ever used it that didn't happen. So just know that typically you will get some weird little bits and pieces in here, but I just flick them away and it's fine. It's not a big deal. I love this foundation that much that I put up with it, but it's, again, not a big deal. But yeah, I'm keeping it in and I really enjoy that product. And again, that's the foundation I have on today. I have for concealer, this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I have it in light ivory. Do you know, it's interesting, this product for a lot of years. Well, I want to say they came out with this maybe 2.5, 3 years ago, somewhere in there. They've always had the Camo Concealer, which I find too drying. So when they came out with the hydrating version, I grabbed it. I have completely used up at least one of these in the past. It was a holy grail for me for a long time, but lately when I'm using it, I feel like it's really dry under my eyes. Like when I look under my eyes, even today, again, I put it on today, I feel like it just looks drier than I remember it looking. I'm not loving this as much as I once did. And so I don't know if that's my eyes have changed, or maybe I've had this product, you know, too long and it's just the formula's changed a little bit. I'm not sure, but for a lot of years, I absolutely loved this concealer, and it's a great amount of coverage. It's definitely kind of a medium coverage. And I would never have previously said that it was drying, but I am finding this a little drying the last couple of times I've used it. Now, my skin is really dry right now. I am struggling with, you know, like super dry skin and eczema and just irritation on my skin. So it could just be me, but I would just wanted to mention that because I used to really love this and I'm not as much, but I'm going to keep it in here and I'm going to continue to try to work with it. Mostly just to maybe try to use it up if it's just that this product is a bit old, or, you know, at least give it a couple more months to see what I think. So I am going to keep that in there. A product that I am going to swap out is this one from Fenty Beauty, and it's their cream blush. I know, I don't like it. I just don't like it, you guys. It's so funny because the new Bite Upswing Mascara is like one of my top products I've tried this year. I just am so in love with it. And this product from Bite, not so much. So I can't remember what this is called. All these products I will list below with the shades and the pricing and all that. It actually doesn't say anywhere on here. It just says Bite. And I want to say this was like in Margarita, or yeah, something like that. But it's this kind of whipped, textured cream blush. And it just doesn't work well for me. Can you even see how that looks patchy there? Like it looks like there's more color here and it's patchy there. And that's exactly what it does on my cheek. Can you see how it looks like I've got this spot here where there's no cream blush? I don't know. I just feel like it wears weird on my skin. It doesn't sit nice on foundation for me. I feel like most of the time it picks the foundation up or removes it. And especially in through here for me, because I do have some age spots or sunspots, whatever you want to call them. I have some discoloration in here and it just sits so weird. I put it on today. I even topped it with a powder blush and still, I just don't like it. So I'm just gonna swap it out for something else. Yeah, like even on the back of my hand, I feel like no matter how I move, it looks patchy. It's just such a fussy product to me. I don't like it. It's definitely a makeup regret this year for me because it wasn't inexpensive. I am going to take out also this Drunk Elephant product. This is the D-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. It's a great product. I love it. However, what I have discovered is I don't like this as a cream bronzer. I like it mixed in with foundation to deepen up a foundation. Mostly how I love this is mixed in with lotion in the summertime to give my, the skin on my body a little bit of a bronzy glow. I love it like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it out of my makeup room, put it in my bathroom, because I know I'll get some use that way out of this product. But I just don't like it as a cream bronzer. There's so many that I have that I like so much better, but mixed in with some lotion on my, arms and legs in the summertime, if I'm wearing a little summer dress. I think you can even see there, it gives this, let me try to blend it in a little bit better, but it gives this gorgeous bronzy look to the skin. So I love it for that. So I'm gonna put it in my bathroom and I'll definitely use it up. I've had more than one of these over the years, and that is typically how I use it. So I'm pulling it out and I'm gonna use it like that. The cream highlighter I have in here is from RCMA and it's in the shade Champagne. This came in a little trio that I got, I think last Christmas in the Beautylish Lucky Bag. I got this little trio. This is such a disaster. Look at this product. Look at this when I wind it up. It is the softest stick highlighter. Like I have barely touched that there. It's the highlighter I have on today. It's beautiful. I really love it. It's a beautiful champagne-y color. It blends well. It sits really nice. I have lots of wrinkles in this area. Fine lines, texture. I actually have some texture up there as well. And it just sits beautifully on top of that. It's lovely. I really like it. The other two shades were deeper. You can see I still have a ton of that product, but I am gonna pull it out because I do have another highlighter I wanna get some use out of, but this is absolutely fantastic. I really, really like this product. This is the only RCMA product I think I've ever tried, is this little trio. I'm not even sure here in Canada where you would get it, I guess off the Beautylish website. I'm not at all familiar with the brand, but this has been fantastic. I really enjoy this product. But again, I have a highlighter I want to add in to get some use out of. So I am pulling that one out. Another mascara I have in here is this one from Velour, and this is the Pretty Big Deal Peptide Tubing Mascara. It's a 3-in-1 lash serum, lash shield, and mascara. I've been using this on my lower lashes. I've actually had this quite a while. I am gonna keep it in here. It's got this curved wand like that. I'm gonna keep it in here because I think I probably can get another month out of this. And what I'm using it for is my lower lashes. I have absolutely noticed my lower lashes are longer since I started using this. I put this on my lower lashes honestly every day for months and months now. It's fantastic. So it's a tubing mascara. So in the evenings you just use a little bit of warm water and it just comes right off. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake. I love it for that reason for my lower lashes. It doesn't give me enough volume and length for my upper lashes. So I have used it a few times like that. And if you want a very subtle mascara look and you want a tubing mascara, this is a fantastic product. I have no complaints about this, other than the mascara look that I want is more than this product will give me. So I don't use it on my upper lashes, but I do use it on my lower lashes. And I do feel like I can probably get, at a minimum, a couple more weeks, maybe even a month more out of it. So I'm gonna keep it in just to use it up because it is expensive. Like it was off Sephora and it was a little pricey. A product I'm gonna swap out is this face palette that I have in currently. This is from Pretty Vulgar and it's the Nesting Bee Face palette. It's really nice. Honestly, I have no complaints. I topped my blush today with that shade there. I do use kind of these 3 shades in the palette. These ones here are a little too deep for me, and this is a little too pinky. I don't enjoy that kind of a shade typically for a blush, but I use this shade as a highlighter and this one as a bronzer. I did top a little bit of bronze with that as well today. And you know what? It's great. It's fantastic. I'll show you these 3 shades that I typically use. I will say these 2 shades are quite creamy still, but this blush shade does feel like it's dried out a little bit. Now I have had that a while. Let me show you. So there's the blush. It's beautiful. There's the highlight, and there's the bronze. And I think you can see those are good shades for my very fair skin. Again, these ones are a little bit too deep for me, but these 3 shades I have used quite a bit, and I do really enjoy this palette. No complaints, other than I do feel like that blush shade is drying out a little bit. It doesn't feel as creamy anymore as these 2, but also I probably had this, I would guess I've had it at least a year, maybe even a bit longer. So I'm gonna swap it out. I have something else I wanna add in, again, just really to get some use out of. For powder in here, I have this one from e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow Setting Powder. I did set with it today. It's really nice. I have a setting powder that I'm gonna swap it out for because I haven't really used it, and it's a giant container, and so I need to get some use out of it. But I mean, I still have, like, look how much of that I still have. A ton. I use very little powder, so it takes me forever to get through powders, especially these loose powders. Mostly what I set is just in my T-zone, and it works fantastic. It does have a little bit of, I wonder if I swatch this a little bit, if you'll see that. It does have a little bit of a glow to it. Where can I put it that doesn't already have glowy products? I don't know if that will pick up really, but it does have a little slight bit of glow, which I don't mind that, right? I have very dry skin, so a little bit of a glow is nice for me. But yeah, it's a great product. Again, I'm swapping it out just because I have another product I need to get some use out of. Okay, let's move on to eye products. I have this micro pencil from CoverGirl. This is the Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I have it in 705 Rich Brown. It's got the spoolie on one end and then a micro pencil on the other. I'll wind this all the way up so you can see I still have a ton. It's just okay. It's just not my favorite brow pencil, so I don't reach for it. It's a little bit of a stiffer formula than I prefer. So I think you can even see that. Like, it's just not as creamy as I want it to be. And so I find it a little bit patchy when I go to apply it. Again, I have it in today and it's fine. It worked fine. But it just took longer to do my brows than when I go in with something a little creamier. So I am gonna swap it out just because I'm not enjoying using it. And I do have other I got so many brow products, so I need to get through some other stuff, but it's just not my favorite. Now, it's a CoverGirl product, so it's incredibly affordable. And I feel like there was a pretty good shade range when I went to pick this product up, and it works fine. Like, it absolutely works fine. And I feel like if you want a stiffer formula for a micro pencil, you probably would really enjoy this product. For me, I want a brow product that's fairly creamy. I prefer something a little creamier. So pulling it out and putting something else in. Another product that I had in here was this one from Tarte. This is the Busy Gal Brows, and I have it in dark brown. I have had countless of these over the years. This is actually one of the first brow products that I ever used, and I love it. It's a really nice tinted brow gel on this super tiny little brush. Let me see if I can show you. It's really nice. You know what? If you've got a pretty good amount, I think you can see it's got a ton of pigment in it. If you've got a pretty good amount of brow hairs naturally and you're just looking to, you know, maybe deepen up the color or ever so slightly fill in as well as set them, this is a fantastic product for that. And again, I've used countless of these over the years. For a long time, this was my holy grail one. I'm gonna pull it out and swap something else in, but there's nothing wrong with this. I used it today. It's fantastic. Love this product. A product that I'm pulling out just because I just am so on the fence about this product. And you know what else? I don't even think you can get this anymore. This is from KVD. I think back when it was like Kat Von D. That's how long I've had this product. And this is the Brow Struck in medium brown. It's a powder brow product. It looks like I haven't used it. I have tried this product so many times. I go in on some sort of an angled brush like this, but what I find happens when I use this is I get little tiny flecks of this powder falling down on my face. And when I try to remove them, if I take a little spoolie and try to flick them off, I can't, they smudge. And then I've got these weird little, like they're so tiny. I'm not sure you would notice it if you were just at a speaking distance, but when I look up close in my magnified mirror, I can see it on my cheeks and it drives me crazy. So I'm gonna take this product out. It's probably something I'll declutter at some point. I mean, it is super old. I find it fussy to use. However, in my brows, I love how this looks. I love how this looks when I go in with the Patrick Ta wax first, and then I go in with this second. I love that brow look. It's almost like I would have to do my brows first and then go in with my foundation, which it's just not the way I do it. And so, you know, again, I'm not about the fussy products. So I love how this looks in my brows, but I do find I get all these weird little flecks of it all over my face. So once it's in my brows, it's fine. That doesn't happen during the day. It just happens when I'm putting it in. So yeah, I would be interested. I think I ordered a new e.l.f. They had a little quad of eyebrow products that I think I just ordered that. Maybe I ordered too much stuff when I can't even remember what I've ordered and what I haven't. I'm pretty sure that e.l.f. product's on the way, and I think it does have a brow powder in it. So I'm excited to try a different formula, but with a similar product, because again, I love the effect that gives in my brows. Okay, I am also gonna pull out of here this product from Revlon. It's a Color Stay cream eyeshadow. I have it in the shade Praline. You know what? I think I used it today. Let me see if I can show you here. It's a beautiful, I just put it on with my finger. But you know what? I think it's drying out. So that's the product there. It just adds a beautiful slight shimmer to the lids. But it seems to me that this formula, when I first got this product, was just softer. And when I'm in here now touching it, it really feels quite firm. And I felt like the color payoff was less than it used to be. I mean, that's just so incredibly subtle. When I used it today, I kind of felt like, oh, what's the point? You know, it just didn't do much. So I'm gonna pull it out of here. I'm not gonna add something new in because I recently purchased a new quad from Charlotte Tilbury, and there's a couple products I'm ordering in the Sephora sale tomorrow. I know I've got eye products that I'm gonna wanna use. I'm not gonna wanna reach for something that's, you know, the KVD Dazzle stick I just got. I just purchased Laura Mercier Caviar eye sticks. So I've got a ton of eye products that are gonna be new to my collection. So I'm not gonna add something in because I know I'm not gonna reach for it, right? Like I probably have 5 or 6 new eye products. I don't wear eye stuff, eyeshadows, cream shadows. I don't do that every day. So I'm gonna pull it out. I'm not gonna add anything new in. And that goes the same for this e.l.f. product. This is the No Budge Shadow Stick. This is gorgeous. If you're looking at trying some sort of you know, if you've been thinking about the Laura Mercier Caviar eye sticks, this is a complete dupe for that. And so, like, just in terms of product, I don't know in formula or wear or anything like that because I haven't tried that, but it looks identical and it feels, when I just swatch it, like it's gonna be an identical product to this. So these are lovely, these ones from e.l.f. That's it there. Look at how beautiful that product is. And no budge is right. Like, you get this on your lids. I have quite crepey lids. I have mature lids. This does not crease or budge on me. These are beautiful, these e.l.f. No Budge shadow sticks. And you know, e.l.f. so incredibly affordable. The shade that I have it in is rose gold, in case you were wondering. So yeah, you know what? A really great product. And again, just a couple of dollars from e.l.f. So I am gonna pull it out, but only because I have too many eye products. I know I'm not gonna reach for it right now. And then I also have this little mini product from e.l.f. I don't think this is mini, actually. I think this is the full size. Flirty Birdie. That's the shade. And it's one of their, are these called Liquid Dazzle? Again, I'll have the products all listed down below, but it's a liquid shadow, or more like a liquid topper, I would say. This is beautiful. Look at that. For the holidays, for New Year's, you know, once we can leave our houses again. How gorgeous is that? I love this. And you know, it's one of a knockoff of one of those Stila, whatever they were called, which I did have some, and those Stila ones dried out really quick. I've actually had this quite a while and it still feels fantastic. So definitely not something I would pop on every day, but I'm so happy to have it in my collection, especially for the e.l.f. price. Fantastic, and works really well. And then the last product currently in my project pan is this lip liner. It's from Jonta Blue. It's just their lip liner pencil in brown sugar. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful color. Let me build that up a bit so you can see. It's really nice. It's a really nice color, but here's the thing. I wear a mask anytime I leave my house and all day at work. I am wearing 0 lip products right now. If it's not a balm or a pretty much neutral or clear gloss, I'm just not reaching for it unless I'm filming a video. So I'm also not adding in any new lip products because there's just no point. Like again, unless I film a video, I don't even look at my lip products right now, which is so sad to me. But anyway, so I'm just gonna put that back in my collection. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a traditional wooden lip liner. Works well. Yeah, no complaints with that product. Okay, let's talk about the products that I'm adding in. So I have this product from Hylamide, which is under the brand Decium. So Decium has The Ordinary, which is their most budget friendly. Then they have Hylamide, which is sort of a mid-range, and then they have Naiad, which is their more high-end products. So I purchased this primer off of the Decium website. I purchased a lot off that website. I like a lot of products from all 3 of those brands, but I hadn't tried this, and so I wanted to try it. It's the HA Blur Hyaluronic Based Prismatic Blurring Surface Finisher. Doesn't that sound fantastic? So yeah, and to be honest, I've maybe used this once or twice. I just have so many primers in my collection. I'm just not getting to anything. So I just want to put this in here so that I get some use out of it. It feels like a really thick moisturizer, and it's definitely got some slip there. So we'll see. I just really haven't used it. So I'm going to pop that in. And then of course, I'm keeping in that foundation from CoverGirl. I'm keeping in this concealer from e.l.f. For blush, I'm gonna add in one of the liquid blushes from Rare Beauty. This is in the shade Grace. And again, I'm adding it in just because I haven't got a ton of use out of this product in the last little bit. I've just had too many new products come into my collection, but this is a product that I loved for a long time and used a ton. And oh, it's kind of pilled there on top of that. Kind of pilled a little bit on top of that primer. Well, that's not a good sign. But I just, like, what a beautiful flush of color that gives. So yeah, I'm sure they'll work fine together. I'm sure I just had too much of that primer on my hand. But just this beautiful flush to the skin. So yeah, I'm excited to add it in and get some use out of it. Again, I just haven't gotten any use out of it. And that's the same for the highlighter that I'm gonna add in, also from Rare Beauty, also their liquid highlighter. And this is in Enchant, yeah, Enchant. And again, it's just a product that, because I have so many in my collection, I haven't got enough use out of. Wow, look at that, that's gorgeous. Again, a product that when it was new to me for months and months, I used it an absolute ton. So I'm gonna add that one in. Oh, I forgot, I'm gonna add in this primer from e.l.f. too. This is the Poreless Putty Primer. I'm adding this in because I love it. You can see I've got a lot of use out of it, but I'm reaching for the Tarte one that I have more than this, over this, just because this has been in my drawer and the Tarte one's been out on my desktop. So I want to get some use out of this because I just haven't been reaching for it. But it's a product I know I love. I do always, almost every day, go in with a moisturizing primer, and then in this area I use some sort of pore filling primer. I do feel like these products really help. I have quite enlarged pores in here, and I feel like they just make my makeup look better. So the Tarte one I do really love, but I want to use this one a little bit. Again, just to get some use out of it, right? Just to try to cycle through my products a little bit. For cream bronzer, I'm gonna put this one in from Fenty, and this is their Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in O2 Butter Biscuit. It's a product I love, I know I love. Again, it was in my drawer. I wanna pull it out. I wanna get some use out of it because I know I love it. So I'm gonna put it in this project. You know, none of these products so far am I gonna struggle to use. So that is a fantastic cream bronzer. I really enjoy that product. So I'm gonna put that one in there. For powder, I'm gonna put this in. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's their loose setting powder in translucent. Look at the size. This is like half the size of my face. Let's get it to go down so you can see. It's at the very top. Oh, you won't be able to see, but it's sitting right here. Like, I've hardly used this. And it's such a giant container. Anastasia Beverly Hills did a takeover box with one of the BoxyCharm premium boxes. So another product that I have here is from that same box. So I just haven't used it. I don't use a ton of powder. So anyways, I just want to get some use out of it. It's a product that was in my drawer. It's giant, so I don't keep it out here on my desktop. I'm not even sure it's gonna fit in my little holder here. Oh, just barely. Just barely fits in there. Yeah, so just try to get some use out of it, get my thoughts on it. I'm not gonna put in another palette, but what I am gonna put in is this trio from Tarte, Blush Authority, Amazonian Clay Cheek Wardrobe. So there's 3 of these little wardrobes that I have. It was a holiday set from Tarte last year. And when you open it up, it's got your highlighter, your blush, and your bronzer. And so for whatever reason, I'm not reaching for these at all. I was so excited to get them. I thought I was gonna love them. There's nothing wrong with the formula. I love the formula. They're sitting right out here beside me, but I just don't reach for these. So I'm gonna put this in just because it's, you know, compact, and I think I'll get some use out of it. And all of these I love, you know, there's nothing wrong. Let me swatch. The highlight, the blush shade is gorgeous. So there's the highlight, the blush, and the bronzer. I mean, gorgeous. Like, just gorgeous. And Tarte's formula is also wonderful. So again, just gonna try to remind myself to reach for this a little bit. And then another product I'm gonna put in is this from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This also came in that takeover box. And this is their loose highlighter in the shade Vegas. Look at this thing. I've never once used this, you guys. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever once put this on my face. Just need to use it. I feel like it's that goldy shade. I find it intimidating. But it's beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. So I need to try it, and if it doesn't work for me, pass it on. So yeah, popping that one in here. Okay, for brow products, there's 2 I'm gonna put in. I have this mini from Benefit, and it's the Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I just prefer their micro pencils to the ones that are a little bit thicker. But I have this in the mini, which I have a ton of. And then I also have it in the full size. So I need to use one of them up, or at least get some use out of it. I've had it a long time. So I'm popping that in, and then I'm also putting an Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel in here because I received a second one of these in that box that I was talking about from BoxyCharm. This is one of my favorite clear brow gels, so I will have no issue using this. I just want to use it up because, again, I have 2 of them. I have this one and a backup in my collection. And then for mascara, I'm going to put in this primer that I got in a BoxyCharm box. It is from Luna Magic. It's the Vava Pink Lash Primer Base. I don't love it. I prefer the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Primer. So it's just kind of goopy. But I'm gonna put it in here because I have had it definitely more than 3 months, so I probably should just throw it out, but I'll use it for a few more months and it's fine. It's just not my favorite. And then the mascara that I'm gonna try to use up is this one from Marc Jacobs. Again, I think I got this in a BoxyCharm box. This is At Lashed, I think is the name of the mascara. It's really nice, actually. I really enjoy this mascara. Not my favorite, not gonna be a holy grail, and I wouldn't spend the Marc Jacob price tag to have this mascara, but I'm happy to use it up. So, you know, I've used it quite a few times and it's really nice. So I'm gonna put it in here, get a couple more months out of it, and then get rid of it. Okay, you guys, last product. For setting sprays, I'm gonna put this one in from Fenty Beauty. It's the What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. I don't think I like this setting spray. I was so excited to get it. Again, I think it came in a BoxyCharm or I purchased it in the pop-up. I can't quite remember, but I've had it a few months, like quite a few months. You can see I've hardly used any of it. It's like a duo phased. So I think it's got like a little bit of, I don't want to say oil, but something that separates in this. So you're supposed to give it a shake. It's got this beautiful mister on it. Oh, it smells gorgeous. But every time I've used this, let's put a little on, I feel like my makeup has broken up a little bit. I feel like it did instantly add a little bit of glow to my skin. So I'm putting it in here to keep trying it, try to force myself to experiment with it a little bit, because what happens is if I try a product and I have a terrible makeup day, I never want to reach for that product again. Was it this? Was it the foundation? I don't know. But in my mind, I'm like, no, don't use that. It's gonna wreck your makeup. So putting it in here, use it a few times, at least decide if I love it or I don't. If I don't love it, I would either pass this on to somebody who maybe would enjoy it, or maybe try to, see what the ingredients are. Maybe it's something I could use as a hydrating mist, either in my morning or my evening skincare routine. So I definitely wouldn't throw it out. I'd try to figure it out, but adding that in. So that's it. That's all the products we are adding in. So there's my little collection of the new products I'm using. I will list the old products as well as all the new products down below. I'm going to try to use all these for the next couple of months, and then maybe by the end of the year, I'll, kind of conclude this project pan for myself that has not been a great success. And then come the new year, I'll come back strong, right? We will weigh, measure, take pictures, and really focus on using some things up. That's my goal. Actually, I'm debating trying to do a no buy. I don't want to say I would do it for the whole year. I would start with just 1 month. Maybe like a no buy for January. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in something like that? I don't know, because makeup is such a love for me. I feel like a no buy is some sort of weird punishment I would do to myself, but I just want to see if I could do it for a month. No products. Because I watch quite a few ladies here on YouTube that have done no buys. Actually, there's 2 ladies out of Australia. They are my inspiration for project panning. They're my inspiration for, I watch all their no buy videos, or low buy. Some people do a low buy. It's Kat, and Hailey. They do the makeup breakup, and then they also have their own individual channels. I'll list the makeup breakup as well as their individual channels down below in case you haven't come across them. They are lovely. I love both of them. They are fantastic. But Kat right now is doing a no buy, and I think Hailey just has been doing a more of a low buy, or she monitors her beauty purchases, which I find fascinating. I love all that sort of thing, right? Like, what's the thought process behind the purchases that we make? I feel like I need to be a little more mindful. Having said that, again, I absolutely love makeup. It's just a love for me, right? I love makeup. I love talking about makeup. I love putting on makeup. I love shopping for makeup. But I am debating in January doing a no buy for the month of January, and then seeing how I do and possibly extending it just to see, right? Like, and maybe just keeping track of what I would have purchased, what products came out that I would have wanted to buy. Let me know if you guys would be interested in something like that. Those types of videos really interest me. I love to watch them. So anyways, here we go. We got new stuff, mostly new stuff for the project pan. So I'm going to use it for a couple months. I'll come back, touch base at the end of the year, and then we'll try to do this a little bit more methodically for 2022. Okay. Thanks guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. You guys know I love to hear from you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That would be amazing. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.